Hey everyone, it's me, Chloe. Welcome back to my channel. Are you guys ready to have some super awesome fun today? Because I am so excited. Today, we're going to become time-traveling explorers. We have a very special mission to discover all the amazing, super cool and secret things that have happened on one single day in history. And that day is March 21st. It might sound like just a regular day, but trust me, it's packed with incredible surprises, from happy little flowers waking up to giant discoveries in outer space. So, buckle up your seatbelts, put on your thinking caps, and get ready to blast off with me. We're going on a time travel adventure to find out why March 21st is such a special day all around the world. We'll meet famous people, see amazing inventions, and learn about important ideas that help make our world a better place. It's going to be a journey full of fun facts and hidden histories that you can share with your family and friends. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. First, we'll zoom into nature to see why this day makes all the little animals and plants so happy. Then, we'll zip back in time to meet a super famous music maker whose tunes are still played today. After that, we'll fast forward to see how a little bluebird changed the way we talk to each other. We have so much to explore and discover together. This is going to be one of the best adventures ever. Let's start our time machine. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Whoa, look where our time machine has landed us. We're in a beautiful sunny field full of flowers. Do you know why? Because for a lot of us, March 21st is the first day of spring. It's called the spring equinox. That's a big word, but it just means that the day and the night are almost the exact same length. It's like the earth is perfectly balanced. After a long, chilly winter, the sun starts to shine a little bit longer and a little bit warmer each day, waking everything up from a long nap. All around us, nature is having a big party. Can you see the little green sprouts poking out of the ground? Those are going to grow into beautiful flowers like tulips and daffodils. And look up in the trees. The bare branches are starting to grow tiny little buds that will soon become green leaves. This is super important because it means there will be more food for animals to eat. The birds start singing their happy songs. The bees start buzzing around looking for yummy nectar. And sleepy animals like bears and squirrels start waking up from their long winter sleep. For people, the first day of spring is a time for celebration. For thousands of years, people all over the world have created special parties and festivals to welcome the new season. It's a time for new beginnings, a time to plant gardens and watch them grow, and a time to go outside and play after being cooped up all winter. It reminds us that even after the coldest, darkest times, the warmth and light always come back. Isn't that an awesome reason to love March 21st? Okay, explorers, let's set our time machine way, way back. We're traveling back more than 300 years to the year 1685. On March 21st of that year, a baby was born in Germany who would grow up to be one of the most famous music makers of all time. His name was Johann Sebastian Bach. Everyone just calls him Bach. He came from a huge family of musicians, so music was all around him from the time he was a little boy. It was like his family's superpower. Bach learned to play lots of instruments, like the organ, the violin, and a keyboard instrument called the harpsichord. He wasn't just good at playing music, he was a genius at writing it. He created hundreds and hundreds of musical pieces. Some were big and loud for giant church organs, and some were quiet and beautiful for a small group of instruments. He loved to weave notes together like a puzzle, creating amazing patterns of sound that were super complex and super beautiful at the same time. He was a master of making music that could make you feel happy, sad, excited, or peaceful. Even though he lived so long ago, his music is still everywhere today. You might hear it in movies, on TV shows and cartoons, or even in video games. Musicians all over the world still study his work to learn how to write amazing music. He showed everyone new ways to put notes together and created a foundation for so much of the music we listen to now. So, on March 21st, we can say happy birthday to Bach and thank him for all the awesome tunes he gave the world. Alright, time travelers, let's fast forward. We're leaving the past behind and jumping much closer to today. We're landing in the year 2006. On this March 21st, something happened that completely changed how people talk to each other all over the planet. A brand new website was started and it had a funny name, Twitter. And on that very first day, one of the creators, a guy named Jack Dorsey, sent the very first message, or tweet. It just said, "Just setting up my Twitter." Imagine a world where you could only send really, really short messages, like a tiny postcard to the whole world at once. That was the big idea behind Twitter. At first, people weren't sure what to do with it. They would tweet about what they were eating for lunch, or that they were walking their dog. But soon people realized they could use it for so much more. It became a super fast way to share news and information. If something important was happening anywhere in the world, you could find out about it on Twitter in seconds. Today, millions of people use Twitter, which is now called X, every single day. Astronauts use it to send pictures from space. Scientists use it to announce new discoveries. And kids like us can follow our favorite creators, sports teams, and museums to get updates right away. It showed us that even a very small message, just a few words, can travel around the world in the blink of an eye and connect us all. And it all started with a simple idea on March 21st. How cool is that? Now, our time machine is taking us to a very important stop. This one isn't about a person or an invention, but about a very big and powerful idea. Every year on March 21st, people all over the world observe the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. That's a lot of big words, so let's break it down. Discrimination is when someone is treated unfairly just because they look different, or because their family comes from a different place. And that's not right, is it? Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect. This special day was created by a group of countries called the United Nations to help us remember that we are all part of one big human family, no matter the color of our skin, the language we speak, or where we come from. On this day, we are encouraged to stand up against unfairness and to celebrate all the things that make us unique and special. It's a day to remember that our differences are like different colors in a crayon box. If we only had one color, the world would be boring. But with all the different colors together, we can make the most beautiful pictures. So what can we do on this day? We can make an extra effort to be a good friend to everyone. We can listen to stories from people whose lives are different from our own. We can learn about different cultures and traditions. It's about spreading love, kindness, and understanding. March 21st is a reminder for all of us to work together to build a world where everyone feels safe, welcome, and celebrated for who they are. And that's a super important mission for all of us, every single day. For our last stop, let's put on our astronaut helmets because we are blasting off into deep space. We're traveling to the year 1978. For a long, long time, astronomers, those are scientists who study stars and planets, thought that the tiny, faraway dwarf planet Pluto was all alone out there in the cold, dark part of our solar system. But on March 21st, 1978, a scientist named James Christie was looking at some blurry pictures of Pluto, and he noticed something odd. He saw a little bump on the side of Pluto. At first, he thought maybe the picture was just fuzzy or that his telescope had made a mistake, but he kept looking at more pictures and the bump was always there. He realized it wasn't a bump at all. It was a moon, a huge moon orbiting Pluto. He named it Charon, which is pronounced Charon. It was a mind-blowing discovery because Charon is gigantic compared to Pluto. It's almost half the size of Pluto, which means they are like a double planet system, dancing together in space. This discovery was so exciting. It taught scientists so much more about this mysterious corner of our solar system. It helped them figure out how big and heavy Pluto really was. Finding new things in space, like a moon no one knew was there, is one of the most thrilling parts of science. It shows us that there's a huge, amazing universe out there, just waiting to be explored, full of secrets and surprises. It reminds us to always stay curious and to keep looking up at the stars. You never know what you might find. Wow! What an incredible adventure through time. We saw flowers bloom for the first day of spring. We listened to the amazing music of Bach. We saw how a little bluebird connected the world. We learned about being kind and fair to everyone. And we discovered a giant moon in deep space. March 21st is way more exciting than I ever imagined. It's packed with so many different kinds of history, from nature and art to technology and science. It just shows you that any day can be full of amazing stories if you just know where to look. Thanks so much for joining me on this awesome time-traveling mission, explorers. It's so much more fun discovering things together. I had a blast, and I hope you did too. Now I have a question for you. Which March 21st secret was your favorite? Was it the music, the moon, the little bluebird? Let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to read what you guys think was the coolest part of our adventure today. Your ideas are the best. And hey, if you had fun and want to go on more amazing adventures with me to discover other secrets from history, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know you liked it. It helps other curious kids find our adventures too. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I'll see you in our next video. Bye!